guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to do a beautiful gentle flow today. Hopefully you'll feel really blissed out and recharged by the end of it. You will need a strap for this class, but if you don't have one, that is okay. You can use something like a tea towel, or if you have one of those rubber TheraBands, that will work as well. Don't forget to click subscribe so you'll never miss out on another one of my videos. When you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. Welcome guys, for today's class you're going to need a strap, but no worries if you don't have one. You can use something like a tea towel or a normal towel, or if you have a rubber TheraBand, that will work as well. We're going to begin into a nice comfy seat, so come down into a cross-legged seated position. If you're really tight, you can sit up onto something like a cushion or a block. And we'll just start by closing down the eyes, checking in with your posture, sitting up nice and tall, sit bones rooted to the ground. Hands resting on your knees. You can turn the palms up if you feel like you want to receive, or you can turn the palms down if you want to feel more grounded. And just arrive in your space, on your mat, taking this time that's just for you to connect to you and to recharge. Start to connect to your breath, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, and see if you can slow the breath right down, taking really long, slow inhalations and elongating your exhalations. Notice how the breath feels. Notice where you're feeling it the most clearly. At the nostrils, perhaps that sensation of the air flowing over your upper lip. Or maybe your attention was drawn to the chest, the rib cage expanding, contracting. Or maybe you're feeling it the most strongly in your belly, rising with each breath in and falling with each breath out. Just notice and continue to focus, following the full cycle now of your breath. And we're just going to take 3 more rounds, 3 more cycles of your breath. And when you've completed those 3 breaths, just start to wriggle the fingers, the toes. Maybe start to open and close the hands. And then start to roll the shoulders back. And forward. And when you're ready, open up the eyes. And we're going to come down onto our backs. And take your strap with you, or whatever you're using for a strap. Come down, resting onto your back. Plant both feet to the ground. Get your strap ready. We're going to extend the left leg along the ground, dorsiflex the left foot, and feel like you're trying to press the left heel towards the front of your mat. And then you're going to bend the right knee, and you're going to wrap the strap around the sole of the right foot, flexing the right foot as well, and then you're going to extend the right leg up towards the ceiling, pressing the right heel towards the ceiling and pulling against the strap to feel this nice hamstring stretch, Create a little bit more effort as you continue to pull, drawing the right thigh a little bit closer towards the belly. And keep breathing here. Keep pressing out through that right heel. Taking one more breath in and breath out. And from here, you're going to take both ends of the strap into your right hand, keeping that right foot nice and flexed. Take the left hand to the top of your left hip. We're going to open the right hip, so open that leg to the right, opening up into the hips here, but try and keep that left sit bone grounded to the earth, holding it here. One more breath. And slowly draw your leg back to your midline, and we're going to switch it. We're going to take the left hand to the strap, reach the right arm out towards the right, and then you're going to draw the right leg across towards the left, so across your body, coming into a nice twist. Look over the right shoulder. Keep pressing out through that right heel, continuing to get this nice stretch into the hamstring, but also incorporating this twist, and you can feel a nice stretch into the IT band here as well. Holding it here. One more breath in. And breath out. Use the breath in to draw the leg back to center. Release the strap and then just slowly bend and straighten the leg. And then roll the ankle one way and the other. Point and flex the toes. And then release the right foot down to the ground. Draw the left knee in as you extend the right leg long, coming to the other side. Wrapping the strap around the sole of your left foot, flexing both feet here, coming into this nice hamstring stretch first. Pulling against the strap, create a little bit of effort here to increase the stretch. Pulling that leg towards your belly. And keep pressing out through the right heel. And through the left as well, pressing it up towards the ceiling. One more breath. And then take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Take the right hand to the top of your right hip and open the left leg out, opening up into the hips. Beautiful, holding it here. One more breath. Inhale, draw the leg back to center. Switch it. Taking the right hand to the strap, reach the left arm out to the left. Gaze over the left shoulder as you take the leg across your body towards the right, coming into this nice twist. Holding it here. Keep flexing that left foot. One more deep breath in and breath out. Inhale, come back. Release the strap. Bend and straighten that left leg. And then roll the ankle one way and the other. Point and flex the toes. And you can place your strap to the side as you now hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Draw the forehead towards your knees, tucking the chin towards the chest, so you're really curling yourself into a tight little ball. Squeeze really tight. And we're going to make our way all the way up onto our mat. You can rock and roll along your spine. Come all the way up, cross the ankles, and we're going to come into a tabletop position, coming onto your hands and your knees. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we'll start to warm up into our spine from here with some cat and cows. As you take a breath in, open the chest towards the front, drop the belly down towards the ground. As you exhale, round out through your spine, tucking the chin towards the chest, tucking the tailbone under, pressing the ground away. And you're just going to keep moving to your own breath, to your own pace. If you like, you can even close down the eyes. Feel the breath and feel the movement of your spine. And again, slow it right down. Just taking 2 more rounds, 2 more cycles of breath. Good. Now come back to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, activate into the core, and we're going to lift the knees to hover, coming into a floating tabletop. Keep pressing the ground away, activating into the core, lifting up through the upper back so you're really puffing the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, holding it here. Keep breathing. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Good. Lower the knees. Bring the knees nice and wide and bring your big toes to touch. Sink the hips back. Walk the hands forward. Melt the forehead down to the ground. Coming into your balasana, your child's pose. And if you like, you can really stretch it out here if you want to press the fingertips into the ground and lift the elbows and the wrists off the ground. Melting the heart down. Maybe you want to roll your forehead from side to side to massage your third eye. Taking 1 more full breath in and breath out. Look forward. Come back to your tabletop position, bringing the knees back to hip distance. Tuck the toes under. Round 2. Lift the knees to hover. Floating tabletop, really engaging into the core. But keep breathing here, nice, soft, smooth breaths in and out through your nose. 1 more breath in. On the breath out, we're going to press the hips back into a really low downward facing dog with the knees bent a lot. Pressing the belly to the thighs, holding it here. Start to press the ground away with the palms of the hands. And then from here, straighten the left leg. And then straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, and just start to walk out your dog. Settling into this first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Eventually, when you're ready, after you've taken all the movement you feel like, settling in to stillness. Finding your alignment and engagement here. Keep pressing the ground away, fingers spreading nice and wide, and really feel the fingertips gripping the ground. Lengthening into your side body and lengthening into the spine, lifting the hips up and back. Keep the knees bent if you need to, if you're really tight into the hamstrings, or if you feel okay to ground the heels towards the earth. Do what works for you, and then come back to your breath. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Make the breath your focus. Just be here, right now, nowhere else. One more breath in and breath out. We're going to walk little steps all the way to the top of the mat. When you get there, come into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you like here. The tops of the hands to the ground and just relax the arms, and then relax your head, relax the neck. Maybe you want to give your head a little yes and no shake, just to make sure you're completely letting go of all tension. Feel the breath into your back, taking deep, expansive breaths in, and maybe opening the mouth as you let it go. And another deep breath in and out. We're going to come all the way up to standing, rolling up nice and slowly through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Standing nice and tall when you get there, lifting up through the chest, rolling the shoulders down the back. Stand to your mountain pose, to your Tadasana. Fingers spread nice and wide, palms open to the front wall. As you ground down through the feet, grow tall through the spine, through the crown of the head, standing here proud, tall, immovable, just like a mountain. Take a deep breath in here and breath out. We'll move into our Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. As you take a breath in, reach both arms up towards the ceiling, gaze up between the palms. As you exhale, bow forward, hinging from the hips all the way down to Uttanasana, forward fold, tucking the chin towards the chest. As you inhale, come to halfway lift. Take a nice flat back, broadening the collarbones and gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, plant the palms, step back to your high plank. And for this first one, we're going to hold it here just to build that little bit of extra strength. Nice, strong, stable plank, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, pressing the ground away, puffing the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, tuck the tail under, squeeze into the core, squeeze into the glutes and the inner thighs. Drop the knees if you need to here. Keep breathing. One more breath in and breath out. Shift forward so your shoulders come over the fingertips. Drop the knees to the ground if you need to. We're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. As you lower, bend the arms, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs. And when you get there, we're going to get ready for some cobras. Bring the tops of the feet to the ground, hands by your chest. As you inhale, lift the chest off the ground, just as far as is comfortable for you. Exhale, melt the chest down. And we'll do two more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Last one, we're going to hold it. Inhale to lift, squeeze into the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. If you want a little more engagement into the back, hover the hands. Maybe hover the legs as well. Hold. Keep lifting. Keep lengthening. One more breath in. And release. Tuck the toes under. Press back up to your hands and knees. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking 2 breaths. One more breath in. And breath out. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Look to the top of the mat. Step to the top of the mat. Coming to halfway lift as you inhale. A nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach the arms up. Gaze up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, lengthen, Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, drop the knees if you need. Bend the arms lower to Chaturanga, squeezing the elbows in. Inhale, come to Cobra, or if you're ready, come to Upward Facing Dog. Exhale to Downward Facing Dog. 2 breaths. One more breath in. And breath out. Look forward to the top of the mat. Walk, step or jump. However you get there. Inhale to halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, to Samastiti. Take 3 slow breaths here, regrounding yourself, recentering, and just slowing the breath down if it picked up at all. From here, we're going to bend the knees, sweep the arms up, find a chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink the butt nice and low, press the weight into the heels, holding it here. Try and contract into your core. On the next breath in, bring your hands to heart center, lean forward slightly, and then we're going to twist towards the right. You're going to hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee or the right thigh, opening up into this twist, rolling the right ribcage open. Try and keep both knees in the one line. Press the hands towards your heart. One more breath in, and breath out. Inhale, come back to center, keep the hands together. We'll go straight to the other side, twisting to the left, hooking the right elbow, pressing the palms towards your heart, rotating that left ribcage open to find a really nice deep twist here, and try to keep sinking the butt nice and low. Almost there. One more breath in, and on the breath out, fold forward and release. Well done. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen, nice flat back. As you exhale, you're going to plant the fingertips, step the left toes to the back of the mat, plant the toes, drop the knee down to the ground, coming to a low lunge. As you inhale, reach both arms up, sink the left hip forward, engage into your left glute and lengthen into the side body, really energize into the fingertips, even reaching out through those pinky fingers, holding it here. Deep breath in. And breath out. Lower the fingertips to frame the right foot, and we're going to come onto the front heel into Ardha Hanumanasana half split. Flex the right foot and then press the heel down into the ground and pull back on that right heel like you're trying to create a crease into your mat. Holding it here. Keep a nice flat back, shining the chest towards the front wall. Pull back on that outer right hip. Just notice how it feels. If you feel tight, if it feels a bit uncomfortable, notice without judgment, and then breathe into it and soften. And then from here, you're going to turn the toes out towards the right and just notice the transformation in sensation. Keep pulling back on that right heel. And now turn the toes in towards the left and just notice the difference. Come back to neutral, bend into the right knee, come back to your low lunge, take a breath in, reach both arms up, bring the hands to heart center, lean forward a little bit, and then we're going to twist here into our lunge, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, deepening into this twist. Keep pressing the palms towards your heart, maybe even look up towards the ceiling if that feels okay for your neck. One more deep breath in and breath out. Release the palms to frame the right foot. Lift the back knee off the ground. Step the right foot back, straight back to your downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Take one deep breath in and breath out. Making our way to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold forward. From here, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana chair pose. Holding it here. Sink the butt a little lower. Bring the hands to heart center. Lean forward, slightly deep breath in. On the breath out, twist to the right, hooking the left elbow. Come back to center. Deep breath in. Twist to the left. One more breath in. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the fingertips, this time stepping the right toes to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down, coming to your low lunge. Reaching both arms up as you take a breath in. Melt the hips forward. Engage into the right glute so you feel this beautiful stretch into the hips, into the right hip flexor, and then lengthen up into the side body. If you want to start to take a little back bend here, start to lift the chest a little bit higher, maybe lifting the gaze. One more breath in. On the breath out, plant the fingertips to frame the left foot. Come onto the front heel, flex the left foot. Keep this right hip stacking over the right knee as best you can. Press the heel down towards the ground and then pull back on the left heel. And keep a nice flat back here, really lengthening into the spine. Keep pulling. Keep breathing, creating that effortless, smooth, calm breath, even when we're creating this effort in the body. Turn the toes out to the left and keep pulling, just see how that feels. And then turn the toes in towards the right. Calm back to neutral. Bend into the left knee, back to your low lunge, deep breath in. And breath out. Bring the hands to heart center, and we're going to twist to the left, hooking the right elbow. Bring the hands as much as you can towards your heart space, deepening this twist. Holding it here. Maybe you want to look up towards the ceiling. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Lower the palms. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Good job. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. And another deep breath in. And let the breath go. Come to the top of the mat. Look forward. Bend the knees. Step or hop. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing, reach up, gaze up. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up again. This time, bring the palms together. Interlock all of your fingers except for the index fingers, finding a Kali Mudra. Now really lift up from the ribs, lengthening through the side body. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to lean over towards the right on the breath out. Keep the legs nice and active, pressing down through the feet. Send the left hip towards the left and keep the chest nice and open. Chin away from the chest. Holding it here, deep breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Send the right hip towards the right. Opening up into the chest. Chin away from the chest. Deep breath in. And breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. We're going to flow through our vinyasa back to down dog. As you exhale, plant the palms. Step back to high plank. Lean forward. Bend the arms, lower nice and controlled, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. On the next breath in, raise your right leg high, take a three-legged dog. As you exhale, you're going to look forward, come high onto the left toes, tiger curl the right knee into the nose, step the right foot forward between the palms, keep the back knee lifted, and we're going to come into a high crescent lunge, reaching both arms up. Inhale as you rise. As you exhale, find your depth, feeling really stable and grounded here. Maybe lifting up through the chest. Starting to take a little back bend, if that feels okay for you. Deep breath in, and breath out. Bring the hands to heart center, lean forward halfway, and then we're going to twist to the right, revolving high crescent lunge, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, opening up into the right rib cage, squeeze into your left glute, holding it here nice and strong. Keep breathing as best you can. I know it gets a little bit tricky to breathe when we start to twist, but just do your best and focus on it. Deep breath in, and breath out. Beautiful. Lower the palms to frame the right foot. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. Inhale, the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl the knee to the nose. Place the left foot between the palms. Coming to a high crescent lunge. Inhale as you rise up, holding it here. Find your depth, your stability, squeezing into that right glute. Bring the hands to heart center. Lean forward and then twist to the left, hooking the right elbow, opening up into the left rib cage, pressing the palms towards the heart space. Maybe you can even look up here if that feels okay, and keep breathing into the belly, owning the breath. And once you own the breath, you own that pose. One more breath in. And breath out. Lower the palms. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. From here, we're going to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Walk, walk, walk. And then bringing your feet to hips distance apart. Take hold of opposite elbows. Come into a little ragdoll, just hanging here. Gently rocking or swaying if you like from side to side. Just taking a few breaths to recover. One more breath in. On the breath out, take the peace fingers and hook them around your big toes. And we're going to come to Padangustasana. As you take a breath in, come to a halfway lift. As you breathe out, fold forward, bend the arms. So making this forward fold really active now. Bend the arms, drawing the elbows out to the sides, drawing the belly and chest down towards the thighs, and reaching the crown of the head down towards the ground. Holding it here. Keep pulling. Deep breath in. And breath out. Release the hands. Heel toe the feet together and come all the way up to standing. Reaching the arms up. And then bring hands to heart center. With the feet together, find a focus point in front of you and grounding down through your right leg. This is going to be your standing leg. Reach both arms up. We're going to draw the left knee up into the chest. As much as you can, interlace the fingers around the left knee and give it a nice little squeeze into the chest. Now you can stay here if you like, if you're just focusing on balancing here, or you can come with me, taking the right hand to the right hip. And from here you can either open up into the left hip, or if you want to work into your Uttita Hasta Padangustasana, take the left peace fingers to the left big toe, and then press out through the left heel, extending the leg, and then open up. Just like we did at the beginning of the practice on our backs, now we're balancing, and maybe you can take the gaze over the right shoulder, holding it here. Steady breath, steady mind. Draw the knee or the foot back to center. See if you, without touching the foot down, we're going to switch. So you can either take the right hand to the left knee, or you can take the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot, and then reach the left arm back and twist. Looking over the left shoulder, just like we did it on our back as well in that supine twist. Now we're doing it in a balance. Pressing out through the left heel. Holding it here. One more breath in. And slowly, mindfully release. Give the right leg a little shake if you need to before we come into the other side. When you're ready, reaching both arms up. Pull the right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers around the right knee. Give it a squeeze. Take the left hand to the left hip. Take your option here, either opening into the right hip or Uttita Hasta Padangustasana. Maybe looking over the left shoulder to challenge your balance. And bring it back to center. Switching the hands, taking the left hand to the knee or the outer edge of the right foot, reaching the right arm back, Parivrita Hasta Padangustasana, twisting. Keep breathing that steady, smooth breath. Just one more breath in, and breath out. Slowly release. Well done. Give the legs a little shake. And from here, you're going to step the right foot forward. Come to face the edge of your mat, coming into a nice wide-legged straddle. Take the hands to the hips. Slightly pigeon toe your feet. Take a breath in, lift up through the chest. And now we're going to fold, hinging from the hips as you fold just halfway down, and then release the hands below the shoulders. Take a breath in here. On the breath out, fold forward, drawing the crown of the head towards the ground. Maybe you want to walk the hands between the feet, or you can walk the hands all the way behind you, or you can even pistol grip the big toes here and create a bit of a deeper fold, holding it here. One more breath in and breath out. Bring the hands back below the shoulders to that halfway lift position. Take the hands to the hips and then come all the way up to standing. And then from here, heel toe the feet in to a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And now turn the toes outwards. Bring the hands to your heart center. And we're going to sink into a malasana, into a squat. Sink the butt down. If you need to place something underneath the butt, that's okay. When you get there, focus on lifting up through the ribs, lifting up through your chest, and pressing the elbows against the knees. Knees are pressing against the elbows to create a little bit of engagement into your adductors. Really squeeze it, holding it here. Maybe you want to close down your eyes and go inward. Notice what's arising. Notice what sensations, what feelings, what thoughts, what urges. Can you notice without judgment? And then let them go. Come back to the breath. One more breath in. And breath out. We're going to sink the butt all the way down onto the ground. Take a seat. Shuffle the butt back a little bit and then come into a wide-legged straddle. Flexing the feet. If you need to again sit up onto something to help you tilt forward as we're going to fold forward in just a moment, you can. If you need to have a bend into the knees or place something under the knees, you can as well. Take the fingertips in front of you or the hands in front of you. Take a deep breath in. And on the breath out, we're going to walk the hands forward as much as you can and draw the belly down towards the ground, maybe surrendering completely here. And notice how you feel now as we draw towards the end of our practice. And just honor how you feel. Accepting yourself completely as you are in this very moment, not needing to be anywhere else, not needing to be anyone else. Feeling this complete state of bliss as to where you are right here, right now. Three more of your own breaths. If you feel like you want to stay here longer, stay here longer. When you're ready to come out, walk the hands back. And then just shake out the legs, bend the knees, draw the knees together, and we're going to come down onto our backs. When you get there, hug the knees into the chest, give yourself a little squeeze, and then reach both legs straight up towards the ceiling. Rest the arms by your sides with the palms facing up, and just take a few moments here just to allow the blood to drain. And just allow everything to slow down. Draw the knees back into your chest. Extend the right leg long, pressing out through the right heel, and then guide the left knee across towards the right. Reach the left arm out towards the left, taking a final supine twist. With each breath out, just feel any remaining tension releasing and feel yourself deepening into the twist. Hopefully it feels quite good now after all the twisting we did during the class. One more breath in and breath out. Come back to center. Switch it to the other side, extending the left leg out, squeezing the right knee in, and then drawing the right knee across to the left. Reach the right arm out to the right, gaze over to the right. One more deep breath in, and breath out. Come back to center, arriving in your shavasana. Getting comfortable and enjoying this time of rest. Let your feet fall naturally out to the sides. Let the legs and hips relax. Let the shoulders completely relax for a beautiful opening of your chest and lungs for easy, fluid flow of breath. Let the fingers naturally curl and allow your face to soften, your jaw to relax, and just enjoy being here with yourself in this moment, fully recharged and ready to go out and flow through the rest of your day. Take as much time as you need in your shavasana to rest. Thank you so much for sharing in the practice today. Love and gratitude to you. Namaste.